Hi, this is Dr. Brenda with the Corner Bench, and I really never got a chance to finish my series on BEARS, my behavioral health, my emotional health, my economical health, my relational health, and my social health. So I stopped at social health before I got sick. So social health is the area that I want to complete and get an opportunity to chat on about. So with social health, I think all of the other healths matter, because if you're not emotionally healthy, you're not able to be a social help to anyone else too much, because you have to first stabilize yourself. Even behaviorally, if your behavior is not to a place where you can be a benefit to others, then you have to address your behavior so that you can be in help to someone else. And it's not to say that, you know, I'm dealing with some behavioral issues and I can't do anything for anyone else until I do something for myself. That's not logical. But it does say, take care of yourself first, so that when you are in a position to help someone else, it gives you that better, better credence to be able to know that you have this, that you can contribute to someone else's life. So having behavioral health, emotional health, economical health. Sometimes you have to be in an economical, healthy place to be able to contribute to someone socially. For a period of time, physically, I wasn't able to help anyone. And I'm the type of person who's always done charity work, who's always been the type of person to help others. And, you know, these are things that I've always been glad to do. And when I was physically not able to carry out those functions, I was socially able in other areas. When I became certified for anger management, now I have to become a social benefit, you know, because I believe that anger management is something that we all can benefit from, because we all get angry. There's not a human being on the face of this earth that don't get angry. So being in a position to know how to communicate when you're angry is what I've been able to help and teach people how to do, so that they won't talk like this, but they will be assertive and you know, be goal directed, and even the things that they say towards another person as not to harm. I always feel as though you have a right to say what you want to say, but you do not have a right to hurt someone else's feelings. So having social health means that you're able to contribute to someone else's life in some way, whether it's financial. As I said, when I wasn't physically able to do it, I was able to financially support. I wouldn't care if it was $20, $25. I was trying to contribute in some way to someone else's life. And I think that it made me feel good, because I'm a philanthropist. I don't have as much money, but you start where you are, you know. One thing I always wanted to do was just to be able to pay off people's student loans, because there was a period of time I couldn't go back to school because I had that student loan, and I couldn't, you know, I had to pay that before I registered for school. And I was like, if I get rich, when I get rich, I'll be paying off people's student loans. That was all, you know, it was something that I felt like, even as a single mom, you know, socially, the things you deal with, you want to be able to bring relief to someone else. So as a single mom, you know, always, you know, get a chance to, and I make it my business to contribute to a single mother's life, because I was a single mother, and, you know, nobody was throwing me off a few bucks here or there, you know, in a sense. And then again, there were people throwing me off a few bucks here and there. So it's like a paying it forward type of thing. So when there were times, you know, you needed something and no one was there to give you anything, you know, you had to deal with it on your own. But sometimes when people are able to do for you, when people are able to do for you, then what happens is they contribute in the way that they're able to contribute. And social health allows you to be able to contribute any way you can. If you can go to help a homeless shelter, if you can go and clean up around, some vacant lot, if you can go and, help carry groceries or clean up somewhere. But nowadays, everybody want to do something for free. But sometimes, just being able to contribute when you're not getting compensated for it, matters also. And I see such a glare inside of my glasses. But social health matters. So how else can I lighten somebody else's burden is the question that you should ask when you're talking about social health. What can I do to lift somebody else's burden? And sometimes people lift your burden. I remember one day, this woman I didn't know, and I think I might have spoke about this before. And she was a doctor too, and invited me to a church I was going through as a single mother, and she didn't know me. I was writing for a Christian newspaper at the time, and she had read my article, and she had responded to it, and she just responded to it to say she wanted to do something for me. Nobody knew I was financially struggling or taking care of everybody else but myself. And she said to me, she gave me $500, and she said to me, spend it on yourself. And I did. I spent it on myself. I did my pedicures. I did things for me, and I made that promise that I was going to spend it on myself because nobody was taking care of me like that. And somebody poured and contributed into my life. And I appreciated that. And I feel as though when you're in a position where you can do that for other people, you never know the smile and the impact that it has on someone else. There are plenty of occasions where God had touched someone's heart to be a blessing to me. And I like to be a blessing to others. There were times only socially, and this is all about social health. I would have issues with going to sleep at night. You know what I mean? Just a little restless, and I would be driving around in my car, and God will say, pick them up. And I would pick them up. It would usually be a mother with some kids or a woman, and just to take them where they got to go. I'm not putting myself in harm's way, to invite a man into my car type of thing. And I let them sit in the back if they feel comfortable type of thing. Appreciative. And, just carry them on, say hello, and keep it moving. And to God be the glory. And that was enjoyable to me because I was able to contribute. There were times I didn't have a car, and just being able to get a ride or, wishing I had a ride, Yeah, there were times I was like wishing I had a ride and I didn't, but I was catching them buses, me and my 3 children. And it was the life, it's fun. Social health. I was like, there was a period of time when I was able to be on the bus and I would be passing out tracts, talking to people about Jesus. And it's like, just holding conversation with folk. Because you're always trying to, make some, and I live to always meet somebody new every day. That's one thing, if I didn't get anything else accomplished, I would love to meet somebody new every day. Because I feel like you can learn from every person. But I believe that, and I'm not going to make this video much longer, but I believe that your social health is very important because it allows you to be in a position to contribute to someone else's life, whether you do it with your money, your time, your ideas, your energy, your resources, to aid in the development and maturity or recovery of another person. That is a tremendous ability to aid in the development and the maturity or recovery of another. Who are we helping to recover? Who are we coming to aid? Who are we fostering to maturity? I hope that I'm fostering you to maturity in some areas. I'm being fostered to maturity in some areas too. So we're all in a learning process. Hopefully some things that I'm saying on the corner bench are going to be beneficial to you because doing this type of setting, I'm like totally in my element. I'm a teacher. I enjoy being able to contribute to others and in practical understanding. So back at you. Here I am.